Your Ford can do way more than haul groceries and get you to work. Buried in the menus, tucked into the instrument cluster, and mapped to buttons you have never pressed are features that protect your tires, save your transmission, and even keep your kids out of trouble. I have been around Fords long enough to see the same story repeat constantly. A truck rolls into the shop with burned up transmission fluid from towing, tires destroyed at 30,000 miles, or a dead battery after one night of camping. In almost every case, the truck already had a built-in system that would have prevented the problem, if the owner had turned it on. Ford does not advertise these things. Salespeople talk horsepower and touchscreens, but they breeze right past the important menu options because they sound boring. The result is, owners never even realize the truck already has a safety net. Today we are breaking that cycle. These are hidden Ford features you already paid for, but probably are not using. Feature number 4 can literally save teenagers from making life-changing mistakes. And feature number 1 is quietly costing you fuel and tire life every single day. Let's get into it. The first hidden feature most owners ignore is sitting right in front of them, your tire pressure system. Not just the low tire light, I am talking about the detailed pressure readout for each tire, and on many models, the tire fill alert that honks when a tire hits the correct pressure while filling. Most owners never scroll far enough in their instrument cluster to see this screen. Big mistake. Underinflated tires run hotter, flex more, and wear out early. Overinflated ones wear faster in the center and reduce braking and grip. Either way, you are losing traction and burning money. Take a second and use the arrows on your steering wheel to scroll through your cluster. Under Vehicle Info, you will find each tire's exact pounds per square inch. That is what you should be checking before towing, before long trips, and anytime the weather swings. If the tire fill alert is enabled, the truck chirps when you hit the right number. No guessing, no cheap gauge required. Most people wait for the warning light, but that light comes on when you are already several pounds per square inch too low. Running just 5 pounds per square inch down in all 4 corners will cost you fuel and can destroy a set of tires way earlier than expected. It is one screen away, use it. Which brings us straight into hidden feature number 2, the towing and transmission temperature gauges built into your truck's cluster. If you ordered a tow package, your Ford most likely has a transmission temperature screen and trailer status page, but hardly anyone knows it is there. They hook up a heavy trailer, put it in drive, and hope for the best. Then months later, the transmission is slipping, and the fluid smells like someone barbecued clutch material. Transmissions hate heat. That's the whole ball game. When you are towing up a long grade or stuck creeping through traffic with a trailer behind you, heat skyrockets. Your truck actually gives you the ability to monitor that in real time, but only if you add those gauges to your My View screen or scroll to the towing tab. Watch it just like you watch your speedometer. If temperatures start climbing, drop to tow haul mode or back off the throttle. This simple habit can literally double your transmission's lifespan. Ignoring this because you never look at menus is how a weekend boat owner ends up with a $4,000 repair bill. A few seconds of setup turns your cluster into early warning protection for one of the most expensive systems in your truck. The third hidden feature most Ford drivers overlook is auto engine idle shutdown and battery saver. These sound like minor conveniences, but they are actually there to prevent engine damage and unnecessary jump starts. When you leave the truck running too long in a parking lot, this system counts down. After a set time, usually 15 to 30 minutes, it warns you, then shuts the engine off. Owners turn this off because they think they are not done yet, but it is protecting your engine from carbon buildup and oil dilution caused by excessive idling. Modern engines are not meant to sit still for half an hour running rich and cold, especially EcoBoost engines. They get carbon caked on the valves and fuel contaminates the oil. The idle shutdown is like your truck tapping you on the shoulder, saying, "Hey, drive me, I am not a generator." Same idea applies to battery saver mode. Leave the radio blasting or the interior lights on with the engine off, and the truck starts shutting accessories down to keep enough juice to restart. If you disable it, sure, the truck will not warn you anymore. Then you can wake up at a campsite with a dead battery. These are not annoyances, they are long-term vehicle health settings. Leave them enabled and your truck will quietly add years to your engine and electrical system. Now we need to talk about feature number 4, the one parents should absolutely know about. It is called MyKey, and it can stop a teenage driver from turning your expensive truck into an expensive phone call from the police. Most owners never touch it, even when they have young drivers in the house. They think it sounds complicated or controlling until their kid discovers what a twin-turbo engine can do at midnight on wet pavement. Here is how MyKey works. You designate one of your keys as a restricted driving key. With that key, the truck enforces rules. You can set a maximum speed limit so they cannot quietly hit triple-digit speeds just to see what it will do. You can limit maximum audio volume so they cannot blast music so loud they miss sirens. You can force traction control, auto emergency braking, and seatbelt alerts so the truck will not stop nagging until everyone buckles in. They cannot disable any of these features without your admin key. Your teen still gets the freedom of driving, but the truck is right there making sure they do not outrun their skills. It is the silent guardian keeping them honest. The beauty is, when you no longer need it, you clear it with the admin key, and your truck is back to normal. MyKey is already sitting in your settings doing nothing. It can be the difference between a close call and a disaster, but only if you use it. And that brings us to the end of part 1. So far, we have talked about tire protection, towing protection, engine protection, and teen protection, and we are just getting warmed up. In part 2, we are unlocking even more secret features, tricks that prevent lockouts, cool down your cabin before you even open the door, power your tools without the engine running, and start your truck even if your key fob battery is totally dead. The 5th hidden Ford feature is the one that prevents those embarrassing and expensive moments every driver dreads: locking your keys inside the vehicle. That keypad on the driver's door pillar isn't a decoration, it's a rescue tool. And yet, most owners completely ignore it. They will call a locksmith, stand outside in the rain, panic while their groceries melt in the back seat, and that keypad is just sitting there, glowing softly, ready to unlock the truck in seconds. Here's the truth. Every Ford with that keypad came with a factory code. It is usually on a card in the owner's packet or printed on a sticker hidden inside the truck, often near the fuse panel. Once you know that 5-digit code, you can get inside your locked vehicle anytime. Keys in the console? Does not matter. Fob battery dead? No problem. You punch in the code and the doors unlock. It is that simple. But the real power comes when you set custom codes. You can give your spouse their own code so they do not need to borrow your key. You can let a friend grab something from the truck while you are at work. You can even leave your key inside the vehicle while jogging or swimming without worrying about losing it. And when access is no longer needed, the code disappears with a few taps. It is full control, full flexibility, already installed. All you have to do is use it. The 6th hidden feature is the one that makes summer much more tolerable. It is called global window control. Most people think their key fob can only lock and unlock. But if you press unlock once, then press and hold the unlock button, all the side windows roll down automatically. It is like venting a blast furnace before stepping inside. You can be at home or at the office and let all that burning hot air escape long before you even reach the truck. And on some Ford models, pressing and holding the lock button rolls the windows back up too. No oops I left that cracked open panic, no need to put your shoes back on and go outside, just a simple press and hold from where you are. This is how your Ford says welcome back to a truck that is not trying to roast you alive. The 7th hidden feature most Ford owners never notice is right on the touchscreen. It's the digital owner's manual, and it might be the single most underrated tool in the entire vehicle. Most people think manual and imagine the giant book in the glove box that nobody wants to read. The digital version is different. It has a search bar. It has short explanations tailored to your exact model. It even has step-by-step videos for features like advanced safety systems, trailer setup, drive modes, and smartphone connectivity. You don't have to guess through menus or rely on memory from a rushed dealership delivery walkthrough. Instead, with 2 taps on the screen, the answers are right there. Every feature you paid for becomes something you can finally understand and actually use. The 8th hidden feature turns your Ford into a power station on wheels. Most Ford owners do not realize that many of the power outlets inside the truck continue working after you shut off the engine. If you select the option that appears on your screen when you turn the truck off, the outlets stay alive long enough to charge laptops, inflate air mattresses at a campsite, keep the kids' devices running at practice, or power tools at a remote job site. And on trucks with onboard inverters and household-style outlets, you can run even more equipment without the noise or fuel usage of a generator. People sometimes think the outlets are malfunctioning when they shut off automatically. In reality, that is your truck protecting the battery so it still has enough charge to restart the engine. Ford built in a smart system that balances convenience with safety. If you understand how long your outlets stay active and acknowledge the screen prompt right when parking, you will never run out of power until you are ready to drive again. Now, here's the 9th hidden feature that prevents a parking lot meltdown. Your Ford will still start even if your key fob battery is completely dead. Most owners do not discover this until panic hits. They press the start button, nothing happens, and they assume they are stranded. But the fob contains a passive chip that does not even need battery power. All you do is place the fob against the special reader spot inside the center console or near the shifter. It is marked with a tiny key symbol. Then press the start button with your foot on the brake. The truck recognizes the fob instantly and fires right up. No tow truck, no locksmith, no stress. For models with a hidden mechanical key blade inside the fob, you can unlock the door and on many models, even start the truck traditionally. The time to learn how to use this backup system is right now while you are at home and calm, not when you are stuck outside a closed store at midnight. Finally, the 10th hidden feature is the one that changes how your truck behaves every single day. The deep customization menus. Ford hides massive control over vehicle behavior inside settings most people never open. How your doors lock and unlock. Whether your mirrors fold by themselves when you hit the lock. How long your exterior lights stay on after you walk away. How aggressive the lane keeping system feels. Whether your remote start activates heated seats or ventilated seats depending on the weather. Even trailer profiles that shape blind spot monitoring around what you are towing. Leave the truck in factory default mode, and it is basically a blank template. Dial in these preferences, and suddenly, every interaction becomes smoother. The truck responds exactly the way you expect. Nothing nags you, nothing surprises you. Everything feels tailored specifically to you because it is. And that's the bigger point here. You already bought these features. They're sitting there unused, quietly waiting for you to discover them. Your Ford isn't just transportation. It's a toolbox, a power station, an access system, a safety guardian, and a personal assistant on wheels. But only if you take the time to activate the abilities you already own. So here's your mission. Try just one of these hidden features today, then try another tomorrow. Before long, you'll wonder how you ever drove this truck without knowing what it can really do. And if this opens your eyes to what your Ford is capable of, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. We have plenty more secrets and tips coming that will help you get the absolute most out of the vehicle in your driveway. Your Ford is smarter than you think. Let's unlock all of it together.